Alhamdulillahi Rabbil Alameen. Wassalatu wassalamu ala ashrafil anbiya al-mursaleen. Muhammadin wa ahbab al-tayyibin al-tahirin al-ma'sumin. Sayyima al-imam al-muntazar. Al-hujjat al-thani ashar. روحي وأرواح العالمين لتراب مقدمه الفداء أما بعد فقد قال الله سبحانه وتعالى في كتابه المجيد والفرقان الحميد بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم ربي زدني علما صدق الله العلي العظيم. Right, first of all, Eid Mubarak to everyone. And
Thank you.
subhanahu wa ta'ala give us a tawfiq that we truly understand the beauty of the Ahlul Bayt alayhimus salam. Because now there's one thing which I like to mention is that this wilaya and this love which we have of the Ahlul Bayt alayhimus salam, myself and yourself, we differ. The love is something which can mature by certain techniques or certain things you will do so that your love for the Ahlul Bayt alayhimus salam increases. And the Imams alayhimus salam and ulama have mentioned the best way of increasing your love for the Ahlul Bayt alayhimus salam is trying to read about the Imams alayhimus salam. Yes, having love, I believe in the Ahlul Bayt, yes, that's different degrees of love, different stations of love. One, when you study the lives of the Imams and when you study their lifestyle and the ahadith about them, it creates more of a better understanding of your Imam who you follow. And when you have a better understanding of who you follow, how his lifestyle was, you become more closer to him. And the more closer you become to the Imams will be at your intercession, shafa'at on the day of judgment, inshallah. Please, these days, which we, especially when these ayam, when we have Khushali or Istishad, try to read about the Imams. If you find it sometimes boring reading, then try to at least listen to a good lecture by a good speaker on the social media channels itself, because listening to lectures itself, it creates understanding and creates awareness of what our Imams suffered for the sake of their Shias and their followers itself, and how they had different trials and tribulation in their life in order to preserve this religion and this ni'mah of the deen of Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam. Please try to do this, inshallah, and you'll see the difference. And especially the ayam of Muharram, which are approaching, take as much time as possible in reading about Imam Hussain alayhi salam, a hadith about Mullah Hussain alayhi salam, the reasons and the factors why. Understanding Mullah Hussain alayhi salam, he is a unique Imam from the 12 Imams who is regarded the central focal point of the love of the Ahlul Bayt alayhi salam. And the things which are done from Mullah Hussain alayhi salam are unique and special in comparison to other Imams. Ulama have said this, and they have said, Kullul khair fi hubbil Hussain. Kullul khair fi hubbil Hussain. All of the goodness in this world is in the love of Mullah Hussain Islam, because no other Imam's ziyarah or maqam has been named this. This hadith has been mentioned, like the hadith as follows: Manzara Kabr al-Hussain, Manzara Kabr al-Hussain, Kamanzara Allahu ala arshih. Whoever visits Mullah Hussain alayhi salam, it is as if you have visited Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala on his throne. No other Imam's maqam has the same maqam as Mullah Hussain alayhi salam, that he is so close to the mercy of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, is as if you are visiting the throne of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. And then one point I'll end, that Mullah Hussain alayhi salam is so great in the eyes of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala that his blood has been treated as one of the treasures of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. It has mentioned in even in Mafatul Jannan that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala sent angels, took the blood of Mullah Hussain alayhi salam from Karbala and put it in the treasures of the Arsh itself. And when it was taken to the heavens, even the heavens trembled because of the majesty of Mullah Hussain alayhi salam. Please teach your children the love of Mullah Hussain alayhi salam and give as much as you can in the name of Mullah Hussain alayhi salam.
Inshallah.
Inshallah, right. Okay, now let's start. Now we are going to start today lesson number 6. Now this lesson number 6, it's going to talk about numbers from 11 to 20, about how the numbers 11 and 12. Do you remember, like we did 1 and 2? We did 1 and 2, like wahidun and wahidatun, ithnani and ithratani. Numbers 1 and 2, they come as adjectives. They would correspond to the thing which is being described. Same with the numbers 11 and 12. So you will see that ahada is masculine, ashara without the time marbuta is masculine, taliban is the ma'dud thing being counted. Then 12 students, ithna. Ithna is the masculine, ashar is masculine, taliban is also ma'dud, which is masculine. 11 female students, ihda is the feminine version, asharata is the feminine 10, ithnata is the feminine 2, ashirata is the feminine 10, talibatan is feminine. Is that clear for everyone so far? Yes, brilliant. Right, I'm going to ask Sister Fizza to kindly read this lesson. Bismillah. Sister Fizza, can you read point 1 and 2?
Yes. Assalamu alaikum.
Alaikum
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Points to remember. In this lesson, we learn the following. Number 1, Zahabti, you went. Feminine singular. Number 2, the numbers 11 to 20 with the feminine ma'dud. We have already learned these numbers with the masculine ma'dud in lesson 3. Rules pertaining to these numbers with the feminine ma'dud have also been mentioned there. To summarize, A, 11 and 12. Both parts of the number agree with the ma'dud. Example given. Ahada ashara taliban, ahda asharata talibatan. Ithna ashara taliban, ithnata asharata talibatan. Note that the letter sheen has fatha in ashara and sukun in asharata. Ihda asharata and ahada ashara. Okay.
Correct.
B, 13 to 19. In these numbers, the second part agrees with the ma'dud and the first part does not. Example given is ثلاثة عشر طالبا ثلاث عشرة طالبة.
So what's happening here now? So with the first one, thalathata. So what happens is that the unit, the tens itself, ashar, will be the
masculine.
Same masculine, like the ma'dud taliban. But the numbers itself, the units itself, will be of the opposite gender. So thalathata, it's feminine. Ashara is masculine. Thalatha is masculine. Asharata is feminine. So whenever the ma'dud is feminine, the numbers from 13 to 19, the units of the 10 will be feminine, and then
feminine.
The tens
but
will
the
be
number will be opposite, masculine. Yes. Unit from the tens will be the same as the ma'dud.
Yeah, the units itself, which will be the thalatha, will be of the opposite gender of the ma'dud. Talibatan is feminine. This is mudhakkar. The tens itself will be in the feminine form if the ma'dud is feminine. If the ma'dud is masculine, taliban, then the tens will be masculine as well.
Okay, right. Got it.
Got it?
So we have to remember this, memorize.
Yeah. Memorize in a practice itself. So Sister Akila, can I ask you to come on the mic? Alaikum salam. Can you do point number 3, please?
Yes. Ayyu, which we have learned this word in book 1. It is always mudaf, and the noun following it is majrur because today.
Correct. So although always the word ayyo comes mudaf ilay, sometimes ayyo comes with a fatha, sometimes comes with a kasra, and sometimes with a dhamma, depending upon where it is situated in the sentence.
For example, Ayu Talibin Kharaja. Which student went out?
Mhm.
Ayya Kitabin Qara'ata. Which book did you read?
Mhm.
Bi Qalamin Qatabta. Which pen did you write with? Note that the word I is marfu in the first sentence because it is mubtada and
Because
it is
because
mansub.
yeah. So what's the first? Ayyu talibin is mudaf ilay, and it's mubtada. Ayya kitabin. What's happened here now? It's that the object of the verb is coming first, because as you know, ayya always comes at the beginning of the sentence. Because it comes at the beginning of the sentence, harakat is getting a fatha. So what's happened? It should have been karata ayya kitabin, but because the word ayya, it always requires the beginning, or requires to be the first word noun to start the sentence. So because of that, now the object is preceding the verb, like iyyaka na'budu wa iyyaka nasta'in. Similar to that. Iyyaka, you alone, we worship. It should have been we worship you alone. But iyyaka na'budu wa iyyaka nasta'in. So the verb nasta'in, iyyaka should have been, but they have put the object before the verb to emphasize who upon what, or who is the thing upon what the action has been done. Is that clear?
Yes.
Okay. Continue.
Note that the word I is marfu in the first sentence because it is mubtada, and it is mansub in the second because it is maful bihi and majrur. In the third because it is preceded by the preposition be.
Correct. Thank you, Sister Razia. Can you do point 4 and 5, please?
Okay.
Adhun.
Yeah. Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim. Adunnu, I think. Adunnu annaha dhahabat ila Makkah. I think that she went to Makkah. Anna is a sister of Inna, and so its ism is mansub and its khabar is marfu. For example, Adunnu anna Hamidan maridun. I think that Hamid is sick. Adunnu anna al-imama jadidun.
So what's happening here in these examples? Adhunno is coming. Adhunno, I am thinking. Now, after that, you have anna. So what's happening? Adhunno is not changing any of the harakat after it. So anna is taking precedence and is controlling both of the words and its harakat. So anna hamidan, the first one. Anna hamidan maridun. Hamidan is the ism of anna. Maridun is the khabar. Same is the case here. Anna al-imama jadidun. That the imam is new, that Fatima is absent, that you are tired. So these whole sentences are, these nominal sentences are coming as the object of adhun.
Okay.
The whole sentences are coming as object of adhun.
Yeah. Okay. Now, number 5. Innaka ahsanu talibin fil fasl. Qala, he said, you are the best student in the class. Note that after qala, the particle inna is used and not anna. Number 6, lima is why. If it stands alone, who is added to it? Lima who. This is called ha'us sakti. My God, I understand this ha'us sakti.
Yeah, ha, which is sakt.
Yeah. Number 7, we have learned the book to some examples of adjectives ending in an. For example, Jawan, Atshan, Ghazwan. The feminine of such adjective is on the pattern of fa'ala. No, sorry, fa'ala.
Yeah.
and the plural of both the masculine and feminine is on the pattern of fi'alun. For example, bilalun jaw'an, ar-rajalu jiya'un, amina jaw'a, an-nisa'u jiya'un. Note
So-
that the
Yep,
plural of
sorry. So you see, الرجال جيعان النساء جيعان. This is the plural of جوعان, and جوعة is the plural singular feminine aminat جوعة. Bismillah.
note that the plural of kaslanu and kasla is kusala.
Mhm.
See, and number 8, hati is give or bring. Note its isnad to the other pronouns of the second person.
So isnad means that when you relate hati to the other names, like you one female, you all boys, you all females, then it's
Yeah.
following. Hati is you anta, hatu is antum, hati is anti, hatina is plural feminine. So this
Tina.
hati, sometimes in the Arabic language, you have certain nouns which only come like in the past tense and present tense, but hati is a noun, a verb which only comes for the amr, command. It only comes a command.
Yeah.
There's no past tense for it, no present tense. It only comes as a command. Hati.
Okay.
And the word Sister Razia, Sister
Yeah.
Tahira, can you do the next one, please? Number 9. So khud is the command of the verb akhada ya'khudu.
Okay, Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Khud is take. You will learn the imperative form of the verb in book 4. Yeah, book 4, yeah. That's it.
Nope. Next page.
Oh, okay, I don't see the next page.
There you go.
Okay. Okay. Fariha biya mudarisu kathira. So the teacher was greatly pleased with me. Here, fi means so, and bi means with me. Okay, fariha. Fariha. Okay. Note farihtu bika. I was pleased with you. Okay. Farihu bina. They were pleased with us. Afarihta bih. Were you pleased with me? Note that dhahabat can be read in 4 different ways with 4 meanings. Okay, she read dhahabat, and then you went dhahabat. Again, you masculine singular went. Okay, and dhahabti, you feminine, she went, and dhahabtu, I went. These are okay. A little bit. Can you explain this one, please, Sheikh? Number 11.
Yep, I'll explain that now. Right, okay. Now, what you will have is the following, is that the verb in Arabic language, you probably remember this, I taught you before, that I said that in the Arabic language, there are 2 types of verbs.
Mhm.
Verbs which require a doer,
Mhm.
and it suffices with the doer. And there's a verb which requires a doer and a object,
Mhm.
a transitive verb and an intransitive verb. A transitive verb requires a doer, and object. And an intransitive verb only requires the verb and the doer. Now, over here,
Mhm.
Fariha B, let me start from the point number 10. Fariha B. Now, if a verb, so when you say I was pleased or I became happy, when you have any verb which indicates or gives the meaning of becoming, it is an intransitive verb, meaning that it does not require an object. So any verb which indicates a change of state, because it's not done upon someone else, it's a formation within yourself, it doesn't require an object. But if you want to make, now in Arabic, we call this verb fi'l lazim. Fi'l lazim is a verb which doesn't require an object. But now these verbs, which are lazim, which don't require an object, if you want to change that verb and make it into a verb which requires an object, you can either add additional letters, like make it into a 4-letter verb or a 5-letter verb, or the other way is adding a preposition, bika. So the word farihtu, I was pleased. You see this? I was pleased. It makes complete sense. It doesn't require an object. But by adding bika, you're making into a verb, a sentence where you're making with bika, making it a transitive verb, meaning that it requires an object. Otherwise, I was pleased. It's sufficient.
Mm.
But I was pleased with him. Bika is being added additionally to change the meaning that I was pleased with another person itself, making it requires a verb, a doer, and an object. Does that make sense?
Inshallah, we'll have to learn this one.
Yeah, it's gradual. So normally, I'll give you an example. I gave him respect. When you say I gave him respect, it's the verb and object. Gave him respect. It's no preposition. It's not like farihtu bika. Farihtu is a verb, bika is a preposition and a pronoun. So when you say ana a'zamtu, for example, ana a'zaztuhu, I gave him respect, or ana akramtuhu, I gave him respect. It's the verb and the doer and the object, the pronoun. Akramtuhu. Is that clear? So that is a transitive verb, muta'addi, which has the doer and the verb and the object as well. Now, there's another way of making a verb which doesn't require an object in requiring an object by the means of preposition. You add a preposition after it, and it becomes a verb which is now having a object as well. Is that clear now?
Yeah, inshallah.
Okay. Note that dhahabat can be read in 4 ways. Now, what he's trying to say, if there's no harakat on the word dhahabat, with the ta, with the ta, and there's no harakat, there is 4 possibilities.
Okay.
Meaning that it could be dhahabat, it can be dhahabta, it can be dhahabti, or it could be dhahabto. This is what he's trying to say. So he's trying to prepare yourself in book 3 of being aware that you, as a student of Arabic language and studying Arabic grammar, need to be aware that these are the probabilities, that when you're reading text without harakat, these are the 4 probabilities you need to think of before you give any harakat to the verb.
Okay, understood. Yeah, understand.
Yep.
Yeah.
Clear? Sister Elia, I know you've come late slightly, but did you understand that?
Sheikh, I'm leaving now.
Okay, no problem. No problem.
Yeah.
Vocabulary.
Yes. Who is reading that?
Who is there?
We can tell by the context where we have to use the habat or the habta.
Exactly. Sister Elia, can you read this vocabulary?
So magazine is majallatun. Majallatun. Building is imaratun. Surah is suratun. Flat is shaqatun. Tut is sinnun. Oh my little son, ya bunayya. Pleased, happy, masrurun. So is it necessary that when they're saying ya bunayya is my little son, because we have read in Quran when like Hakim Luqman is advising his son ya bunayya.
Yeah, ya bunayya. It can even come into me. It could be showing love and affection, or could be someone who is young and small as well.
Okay. So oh my dear son would be also correct translation, right?
Yep.
Okay. Masrurun, pleased, happy. Faqat, only. Then kawa, we will say kawa.
Kawa yakwi. The word kawa yakwi means to iron. Kawa, I'll send the verb across to you. Kawa is a past tense verb which has now 2 weak letters in the verb now. Normal previous verbs we have done were non-weak letter verbs. Now this is a weak letter verb. After the kaf, you have 2 weak letters. Kaf is a non-vowel. Waw and ya is a weak letter.
Okay. So kawa, he iron.
Correct.
Fahimtuhu jayyidan. I have understood it well.
Correct.
Adakallahu ilma. May Allah increase your knowledge. Ja'a, he came. Rakibun, passenger in a bus, train, plane, etc. Fariha, he was pleased. Khadimun, servant, both male and female. MashaAllahu, literally what Allah wills, an expression of surprise and appreciation.
Brilliant. Okay. The lesson is quite easy. So I'm not going to read the lesson. I will ask.
So one thing I have seen, inshallah, it also means like if Allah wills. So
Yes, that's
mashallah
right.
is also
What Allah wished.
wish. Okay.
Yeah. Right. So I'm going to ask Sister Sister Almas, are you there?
Assalamu alaikum.
Alaikum salam. Is your sister there as well?
No, she's not here. She's back to
Okay.
Delhi. She's traveling here and there.
Right. Okay. So can I ask Sister Fiza, to start with this, and then I'll get someone else halfway through. So Sister Fiza, can you start? Al-Ummu. Ad-Darsu Sadisu, the 6th lesson.
Yes, sure. الدرس السادس lesson 6 الأم متى رجعت من المدرسة يا بني. Mothers saying, when did you return from the school, oh my dear son?
Correct.
سعيد رجعت.
No, Sister
Yeah.
Salma. Sorry, Almas.
Yeah.
Saeed.
سعيد رجعت قبل نصف ساعة. I returned Mr.
Half.
midnight.
No,
Half.
half an hour ago.
Half an hour ago.
Okay, so I returned a half an hour ago.
Correct.
الأم أين أختك مريم؟ أما رجعت? Where is your sister Maryam?
Correct.
Did she return?
سعيد لا أدري أنا ما رأيتها. No, أدري is what?
So the word Dara Yadri or Dara Yadri means no. La Adri, I don't know. Ana ma ra'aytu, I did not see her. The word ra'aytu means I saw. Ma with past tense. Ma ra'aytuha, I did not see her.
I
So
did
La
not see
Adri
her.
means I don't know.
Yes, La Adri means I don't know.
Yes. الأم ماذا قرأت اليوم? What did you read today?
سعيد قرأت اليوم درسا جديدا في الفقه. Today we read a new lesson in fiqh.
Quick.
أفهمت؟
Will it be, excuse me, Sheikh, will it be we read Qara'atu?
Qara'tu,
I
I read.
I
Qara'tu,
read.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Otherwise will be قرأنا, right?
Yeah, correct.
أفهمته? Did أفهمته? Did you understood that?
Yep.
سعيد نعم فهمته جيدا. Yes, I understood it well.
Yep.
أما قرأت القرآن الكريم? Did you read Quran al-Karim?
بلى قرأت سورة الرحمن وحفظتها ففرح بالمدرس كثيرا. No, بلى is no.
Yep.
Bala is I
Yes.
agree.
Bala means yes.
Yes.
Yes,
Bala means yes. Yeah.
I read Surah Al-Rahman وحفظتها and I memorized it.
Correct.
And ففرح بالمدرس كثيرا. He was my teacher is very much pleased with me. ففرح.
Brilliant.
Next sentence.
وقال
Okay. وقال إنك أحسن طالب في الفصل. He said you are the best student in the class.
Excellent, Jazakallah. Thank you for that, Sister Elia and Sister Tahira. Tahira, can you read?
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Al-Umm says, MashaAllah, Zadakallahu ilman ya bunayya. MashaAllah is Allah's will.
MashaAllah, what
Allah's
Allah wishes.
MashaAllah is Allah wishes. Zadak, may Allah Zahada is bring more knowledge.
MashaAllah means what Allah wished.
Wishes, yeah.
Yeah.
Zadakallahu ilma. May Allah brings more knowledge into you, oh my son.
Sa'idun aghasalti Usmani ya ummi. Did you wash my shirt, O mother?
No,
Oh,
kamisun is singular, kumsan is plural. My shirts.
okay. Did you wash my shirts, O my mother?
نعم غسلتها وكويتها خذ هذا القميص. Yes, I washed it and I ironed them. This is your, take this shirt. Take this shirt, yeah.
Hati dhaka ya ummi. Dhaka ajmalu min haza. Hati dhaka ya ummi.
Give this, give it, give that, oh my mother.
Okay. Give that, O my mother.
Yep.
Hati, I don't know dhaka.
Dhaka, that. Give me that, oh my mother. Dhaka
Okay, that.
ajmalu min hadha.
Okay. That is very neat. I don't know.
That is that is more beautiful.
That's more beautiful. This, hada, this.
Yeah.
I don't know. That is more beautiful than this.
Yeah.
Dhaka, that is more beautiful than this.
Okay, تدخل مريم. Then Maryam comes in and then Maryam says something, isn't it? Okay.
Yep.
Who is going to be Maryam?
Elia.
Okay,
Assalamu
Elia.
alaikum. Kaifa haluki ya ummi? Wa kaifa haluka ya akhi? Assalamu alaikum. How are you, oh my mother? And how are you, oh my brother?
Okay, is mother saying that? Okay.
Yeah.
وعليكم السلام أهلا يا بنتي متى خرجتي من المدرسة؟ Peace be of Allah on you. أهلا وسهلا. Welcome to you, my daughter. When did you come back from the madrasa, from the school? Maryam.
Kharajtu ba'da salat al-dhuhr. I went out after salat al-dhuhr.
Salam says, أين زميلاتك يا آمنة وفاطمة وسعاد? Where are your colleagues, Amina, Fatima, and Suad?
أنا ما رأيتهن بعد الصلاة. I didn't saw them after the prayers.
يا بنتي أخوك حفظ سورة الرحمن. أي سورة حفظتيها أنت؟ Oh my child, your brother memorized Surah Al-Rahman. Which surah did you memorize, my daughter? I mean, unto you.
أنا حفظت سورة الحديد وهي
Surah Al-Hadid, object.
أنا حفظت سورة الحديد وهي أطول من سورة الرحمن. First, I'll translate this one. I have memorized Surah Al-Hadid and it's longer than Surah Al-Rahman. وكذلك حفظت 16 آية من سورة النبأ. And I have memorized 17 ayahs from Surah Al-Naba.
16. Okay. MashaAllah. May Allah's wish. Innaki talibatun mujtahidatun. You are very okay. Hardworking student. Ana masurun biki. I'm very pleased with you. Dhahabti ila al-maktabati al-yawma. Did you go to the library today?
Naam, dhahabtu. Yes.
Jazakallah. Thank you. Sister Akila and Sister Faris.
Okay.
Assalamu alaikum, Sheikh. Assalamu alaikum.
Sister Faris, can you stop her? ماذا قرأت هناك؟
ماذا الأم ماذا قرأت هناك? Why did you read?
No, what
that?
did you read? ماذا قرأت هناك? What did you read there?
What did you read that? Can I just quickly ask a question?
Yep.
Sitta Ashara means 16, not 17, right? I thought somebody said 17.
No,
That
Sittata
means
Ashara.
Saba. Saba
16.
Yeah,
Ashara.
you're right. 16. Yeah.
Yeah.
I had the same.
Thank
Jatala
you.
60.
Jazakallah. Jazakallah. Okay. So Maza Qara'ti Hunaka. I read that who is going to read Maryam.
So,
قرأت مجلة من باكستان اسمها إسلام. I read a magazine of Pakistan.
Mhm.
Its name is Islam.
Yep.
الأم باللغة العربية هي is that from Arabic language? Is this
it-
from
Is
Arabic
it in
language?
is it is it in the Arabic language?
Okay, أبل means from with لغة العربية here.
Is it
This
is it
is
Yeah.
it from
in
Arabic?
language?
Is it from Arabic language?
لا هي باللغة الإنجليزية. No, it is in English language.
Right.
ذهبت إلى المديرة is did you go to
The female
مديرة?
principal. The female principal.
Did you go to the principal? ذهبت. Did you go to the principal? Maryam.
لا هي ما جاءت اليوم. No, she didn't come today.
Correct.
Lima, why? Lima is it why? Does it mean why?
That means why? Yeah. Yeah.
Why? Yes.
أظن أنها ذهبت إلى مكة. أظن, I think that she went to Makkah.
Correct.
شربت شاي. Did you drink tea? Did you drink tea?
لا ما شربت. No, I did not.
للخادمة هاتي الشاي يا ليلى. She's talking to the khadima servant.
Yep.
Hati shai, bring. Can you bring tea, Leila?
Yep.
Oh, Leila.
Correct.
Is Hati right? I'm
It means
not.
bring, yeah. Hati means to bring, yes.
Yes. Okay. Thank you.
Okay.
وهاتي قطعة خبز أيضا يا ليلى أنا جوعة. And bring a slice of bread also. Oh Layla,
Mhm.
I am hungry.
And I go, oh, correct.
I have a question, please.
Yep.
So when we read this one, Maryamu adunnu annaha dhahabat ila Makkah. So like adunnu is I think, yeah, I
Yep.
assume. So when we translate, we just said like I think she went to Makkah. So what about annaha? How will we translate annaha?
So sometimes you don't, sometimes in translation, you cannot do literal translations. So you just say, I think that, so you're translating Anna as that now. I think that she went to Makkah. That's sufficient.
Okay, so annaha will be come as that.
Correct.
Okay, thank you.
So Baba should not be treated as like we treat Anna that surely she has
Yes.
gone to Makkah.
Yeah. So it surely, yeah, Inna can come in the meaning of surely and that as well. Correct.
So is it possible, like if we just say I don't know dhahabat ila Makkati, will that be correct, or do we have to place the annaha?
You can't say the under, no. She did say that. No, you have to put annaha. You cannot say adhunnu dhahabat ila Makkah. No, you have to adhunnu annaha dhahabat ila Makkah. You have to do that.
Okay.
Okay.
Thank
Jazakallah. Right. Right. I'm not going to do the exercise because your students are absent from class. Inshallah, we'll do it the next lesson, and inshallah finish off next time. Jazakallah. اللهم صل على محمد وآل محمد وأجل فرجه.
Jazakallah Maulana.
So try to do
Jazakallah.
the exercises, and then inshallah it'll be easier for us to finish off next lesson.
Inshallah, inshallah. Thank you.
Jazakallah. اللهم صل على
Sheikh, did you say we can do the exercises?
No, I'm not going to do it because
Oh.
your students are absent, so